You're listening to the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rohan back here with your NXT report for Wednesday, October 24th, 2018. Catch me on Twitter at Rohan. The episode opens with Commissioner Regal outside Full Sail with the Indie-rific security guard troop, and he tells them that when Aleister Black gets here, Regal has to talk to him. The Undisputed Era make their way to the ring to open the show, and Adam Cole reminds us that Bobby Fish is back and that the Undisputed Era is at 100%, meaning that there's bad things to come for Ricochet, Pete Dunne, and the War Raiders. While in mid-promo, EC3's music hits, and they jibber-jabber back and forth, and Cole says, "Let's get a ref out here right now." And so began the impromptu match. They go back and forth. The other members of the Undisputed Era keep distracting EC3, leading to Cole nailing him with a super kick to get the heat. Cole keeps him down with a front facelock for much of the match. EC3 came back with a fiery comeback. Undisputed Era attempted another distraction, and that backfired. EC3 shoved Cole into O'Reilly, and EC3 schoolboyed Cole for the upset win at about 6.5 minutes. Post-match, all four members of the Era laid EC3 out by dragging him up the ramp, Cole hitting him with the running knee to the back of the head, and Bobby Fish laying out EC3 with a wicked chair shot to Carter's right knee. The Undisputed Era finally leave, and EC3 is attended to by referees and doctors. So with War Games right around the corner, this reestablished Undisputed Era as the most dangerous group in NXT, and it was a nice strong way to kick off this episode. We have Aaliyah taking on the debuting Mia Hamm, fresh off her performance during the Mae Young Classic. This match lasted a little longer than it probably should have for Mia's debut. Aaliyah took it to her early, grounding her with a half straightjacket submission and working over her shoulder. Mia fought back and quickly pinned her with Eat Defeat. Now, Aaliyah's been part of this roster for a couple of months, and I felt she kind of deserved to get at least, if nothing else, a longer heat segment on TV. I'm sure there are some other women in the Performance Center class that Mia could have debuted against to make her look a little bit more dominant, and it didn't make sense to me for Mia to get this grand introduction only to struggle against someone whose win-loss record is about as bad as it gets. I thought Aaliyah looked great. She showed some fire and intensity, but she hasn't been given a lot of trust or credibility, and it may have hurt Mia's showing here. Cassius Ohno taking on Justin Xavier. Ohno is still seeking parental approval and validation from Commissioner Regal. Now, this wasn't totally a squash, as Xavier got in a few shots but failed to actually knock Cassius down. Ohno finished him off quickly with two big running sentons and the rolling elbow for the win, proclaiming to Regal that this is not what I wanted. Nikki Cross then appears at the top of the ramp, and she says, he's coming, as Ohno looked on in bewilderment. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing Cassius Ohno and Matt Riddle face off soon. Technically, that was the main event match, so Justin Xavier can go tell his crew that he is officially an NXT main eventer. The final segment of the show was supposed to be Commissioner Regal announcing that the NXT Championship match for War Games. So Tommaso Ciampa makes his way down to hear the announcement in person, and we get the standard cavalcade of potential challengers. Velveteen Dream and Lars Sullivan both come out, and they make claims for the number one contendership. Dream makes a joke to Lars saying that if you're going to talk to the Dream, you better be wearing pants. And this enraged Lars, and he grabbed Dream by the throat. During the melee, Nikki comes running back into the ring and tells Regal, he's here! They cut to the outside of the arena, and Aleister Black has taken out all four Geek security guards and is power walking to the ring. He gets to the ring, kicks Lars Sullivan out of the ring, grabs Regal, and starts demanding to know, where is he? Finally, who should come down and attack Aleister with a super kick but Johnny Gargano. He lays him out, grabs the microphone, and tells him, I'm right here. And the show goes off the air with Gargano staring down the fallen Aleister Black. So it's a lot shorter review than most weeks, but in this series of matches with Ciampa, I thought Gargano had no other choice to get what he wanted than to eliminate Aleister from the equation in August so he could have one last shot at Ciampa. This perceived heel turn was a nice culmination of months of personal and professional frustration, and it starts a storyline with Aleister that could be carried over for, I would say, at least a couple of months. So about a month ago, Gargano was questioned by Regal who the assailant was, and Johnny never denied it. So the seeds of doubt were planted early. So it's going to be cool to see what happens. I'm assuming that Gargano will probably get the next title shot, or maybe they might make it a four-way. I'm not sure yet. Anyways, that's going to do it this week for the NXT report. Like I said, it's a shorter review than usual. Not much in the way of matches. It was basically just a storyline episode. That's going to do it for this week. Thanks very much, and we'll talk to you in 7 days.
You're listening to the Angry Marks Podcast Network.